The objective of the Perfect Entrepreneur game is to have learners describe and discuss a variety of entrepreneurial skills and competencies that are needed to be a successful entrepreneur. To play this game, the following resources are required. A flip chart or board in the classroom to write on. Every learner must have a pen or pencil and paper to make notes. The methodology of the game centers on learners performing in pairs 2 role-play sessions of limited duration. One session is dedicated to identify the characteristics of a not-so-perfect entrepreneur, and the other to identify the characteristics of a perfect entrepreneur. Each learner in every pair gets the opportunity to share information and make notes in a particular role-play session. These role-play sessions are then followed by a group discussion. Divide the learners into pairs. Let the learners in each pair decide who is player 1 and who is player 2. In the first role-play session, have player 1 in each pair give reasons why he or she thinks he or she would not be a not-so-perfect entrepreneur. Player 2 in each pair must write down all the reasons provided by player 1. After 3 minutes, player 1 and player 2 swap roles. Now, player 2 in each pair must give reasons why he or she thinks that he or she would be a not-so-perfect entrepreneur, while player 1 in each pair writes down all the reasons provided by player 2. When another 3 minutes have expired, learners proceed with the second role-play session, in which they now give reasons why they think they would be a perfect entrepreneur. Exactly the same procedure is followed as in the first role-play session with regards to the swapping of roles after 3-minute intervals. At the end of the second role-play session, a classroom discussion on the characteristics of a not-so-perfect entrepreneur and a perfect entrepreneur is conducted. The teacher gets feedback from the class and compiles a list on the board or flip chart indicating the characteristics of a not-so-perfect entrepreneur. The teacher or learner appointed as scribe compiles a list on the board or flip chart indicating the characteristics of a perfect entrepreneur. As a summary, the teacher reviews both lists on the board or flip chart and facilitates a discussion with learners using the following questions regarding learning points. Do all learners have the potential characteristics to become entrepreneurs? Is it a negative if some learners do not possess the characteristics to become an entrepreneur? What have you learned from this exercise? Do you have the entrepreneurial characteristics needed to become self-employed?
What I think would make me a successful entrepreneur is that I know that I'm persistent and I can stick through tough times even though it's hard.
I am afraid to take risks because I believe that I'll fail in the things that I do.
Creative thinking is an important characteristic of an entrepreneur and coming up with different ideas. I am a creative thinker and I can come up with different ideas that could be useful in a business.
Well, I don't think I can survive in the entrepreneurial environment because I'm always imitating. I cannot come up with things by myself, so I'm always taking examples or ideas from other people.
To be a successful entrepreneur, one has to be persuasive, and that's what I am. I get what I want when I need it, and that's a skill that will help me succeed.